Okay, last one.
Mhm. What's the last one?
Let's see. Competitive? Competitive?
Mhm.
Oh, God. Ben
Benchmarking. My
benchmark.
handwriting is not very legible.
I like your handwriting though. I
Competitive
like that.
benchmarking.
Competitive benchmarking. Oh God. I have no idea. Benchmarking. I mean, a benchmark to me is like you're flagging a certain part of something that you're doing. So like for example, like in reading and stuff, I think of it as like like you're gonna come back to it like this is like a you've gone up until here, like first benchmark and then things like that. Competitive makes me think that it has to do with, you're going against, I don't know if it's like going against previous benchmarks, like that's where the competitive aspect comes in, or if it's competitive in terms of like other companies, other people, like if it's like completely outside of, like, I don't know if it's meta or like, I don't know what
Yeah.
degree, but, um, yeah, I assume,
You, yeah.
I think that's it actually. I don't really know what else to say.
You got it. I mean, you
Okay.
got it. Yeah. You have such an awesome mind that I love how you go into all the possible
I
avenues
know.
of what
I
things could
basically
be.
just guessed like everything that
But,
it could.
and in guessing, I know exactly what you think it means.
Okay.
Yeah. So competitive benchmark, it's super simple. It's basically assessing where your competition is.
Okay. So it's
And a
usually
benchmark
outside focus.
is a level of quality.
Yeah.
I don't know where that term comes from. Like to me, this is like an old school trades and guilds
Hmm.
notion of if you're a goldsmith, like there's a benchmark for levels of purity or for,
Okay.
I don't know,
Yeah,
like,
I don't either.
so a benchmark is like a standard
Okay.
level of quality. And so doing a competitive benchmark really means you're comparing, how your product, service, or experience stacks up to others.
Okay. I see.
So, what is it like to book a flight on American Airlines
Mm,
versus, British
of
Airways,
course, yeah.
right? That's a competitive benchmark. You can say, well, it was super easy to search, but it was really hard to book because they didn't take this payment mechanism. But then this one was,
Okay.
so you kind of end up, competitive benchmarks are usually, columns are like moments of the experience,
Yeah.
and then rows are how well someone did. So
Okay.
you kind of see, well,
So
here's where we're better, but here's where we're not.
is it usually like more analyzed based on like from company to or designer to designer? Or is it like a person that like the user that like
So a
undergoes
really good
this
question. It's
like
usually it's usually an analyst or a strategist or a designer
yeah
that is going out and making assessments
and trying from
and
okay
creating a
so it's both
document
yeah
and then reporting back. Now, there's actually a big problem with competitive benchmarking in that companies that don't have a lot of soul,
yeah
that they don't have a clear understanding of who they're designing for and what those people need,
yeah
which is actually what a design team does, right?
yeah
Designers, as we talked about in the beginning, is about serving people
yeah
and making their lives better. And so that's what you should be focused on. It's not the competition, but like the people who love and use and need your service.
yeah
Because often when you don't have a vision, the only thing you look to is your competitors. Like if I have a little cafe, I'm not really thinking about like what I'm passionate about and what people in the neighborhood need. I just like, well, let me go to other cafes and see what they're doing. Oh, I'll do that too. The problem that you can get is what's called taillight chasing, where you're always looking at someone, the car that's ahead.
yeah
And if they turn left or turn right, you'll do the same. So you end up not having your own
mhm,
focus. And if they go off a cliff, you're going to go off a cliff too.
yeah
So competitive benchmarking for me is useful, but in my experience, companies over rely on it
yes
when really they should be human benchmarking.
yeah
So your
yeah
question there kind of raised in my mind the thought that we shouldn't be focused on competition as much as people's experience.
yeah I mean it makes me think of like Yeah, because I feel like it can, like you said, like overdoing it can definitely create such a unhealthy and toxic environment. And even like, I don't know if this is in the same category, but for some reason it's coming to mind. But like when I am in the UK and I go to like Little or something, and it'll be like, it'll have like a sign that says like Aldi price match, and it'll be like a check. And I'm just like, you're just like comparing yourself to like another, like you're trying to
Yeah.
like, anyways. And I don't know why, but it always makes me like frown a bit. And I'm always just like, why are you
Well,
doing
this happens all the time with, friend groups, particularly in the Gen Z and Gen Alpha zone, where you start to worry about what other people think about you,
that? Yeah.
benchmarking your outfits and your language and your music. And
Or
it's like,
like,
you
yeah,
know,
even
like
like
Gavin
phone
DeGraw says, it's just like,
advertisements.
I just got to be me.
Yeah, exactly. But even like phone advertisements, they'll like compare some like Samsung to like some other like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's like I think it's okay when you can acknowledge maybe another company's work and then want to learn from it. But I think when you're
Yeah.
using that as a way to put them down and then be like, look, I'm better, that's I think where it's dangerous.
Yes. Yeah. To me, competitive benchmarking is just an input.
Okay.
And then the most important thing is what's your vision?
Yeah. How are you going
What
to
are your
make it your
values?
own?
What's your
Yeah.
strategy? Oh, this is information. Maybe I should adapt a little bit.
Okay.
Like I'm sure Amazon takes a lot of inspiration from Walmart when it comes
Yeah.
to physical retailing
Yeah.
because Walmart's amazing in that
Yeah.
space. And I'm sure Walmart takes a lot of inspiration from Amazon in digital retailing
Yeah,
because
of
they have a
course.
lot of experience there. And so there's, clearly there's a dynamic, but ultimately you got to just do your own thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The last one,
Is
Gen Z,
Sly.
Sly. I mean, I know this one too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, sly like a fox, like kind of clever, or, I mean, to me, this is a bit negative. It doesn't just mean you're intelligent, it means you're maybe a little bit underhanded and you're concealing your motives. And I don't quite trust you.
Yeah. It's like sneaky, like
Sneaky.
things like
Sus,
that. Yeah, exactly.
which stands for
Suspicious.
suspect.
But yeah, I will
Yeah.
say like it definitely like sus, like they can just be like acting whack, like sus, like no chill, all these things. But Sly, definitely there's more intelligence
Oh,
involved. I think you're right with like,
sus, obviously bad. Sly, I don't know. I feel it's off, but
yeah. I think it's more thought into like someone being sly than someone being like sus or having no chill.
uh,
But yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Sly and compet. Oh, I mean, a sly person is the kind of person that, negatively sort of impacts the, competitive benchmarking. And, they're trying to be sneaky, they're trying to be clever and all this stuff.
Because if you think about the motivations about why people are sly,
Yeah.
a lot of times it actually comes from them not really feeling good about
Yeah.
themselves or
Totally.
focusing too much on those around them.
Yeah.
Like people who aren't sly are people who are just like not distracted by the benchmarking around them. They're just, they've got a goal and a purpose and they live by that and
Yeah.
they're transparent about it.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good.
That's how I want to
We
live my life.
we started easy and now we're ending where they just like that. So that's nice.
Feels good.
Cheers.
That's true.
That
Amazing.
was good.